The causes of human body diseases. 1. Why do people get sick? 1. People get sick because their yin and yang is imbalanced, either as a result of lacking the virtue in spirit or lacking food in body. Lacking virtue is lacking soul. Lacking virtue leads to the lack of intelligence. Lacking virtue leads to the lack of love. Lacking virtue leads to the lack of kindness. Those who lack virtue think only for themselves, think themselves first, and desire for themselves. They always want to possess and to take. They have lost the yin and yang balance. Lacking food is lacking nutrition. Lacking food leads to the lack of energy. Lacking food harms the health. Those who lack food will have frail life, always think for others, put others in the first place, dedicate everything, and always seek bestowal and fame. They are imbalanced of yin and yang. Disease germinates from the heart. It turns from intangible to tangible. Disease grows in the body, and it grows day after day, till it is flowering and fruiting with evil consequences. Disease resides in evil. Disease is the result of immorality. Disease is the result of deficient food. 2. The physical illness is caused by the imbalance of yin and yang due to food and virtue shortage. Life is like a shoulder pole. One end is material and the other end is spirit. Material is the positive pole. Spirit is the negative pole. Positive pole is tangible and negative pole is intangible, just like a balance scale. A balance is balance, one side with material, the other side with virtue. Balance brings good luck. Imbalance brings bad luck. The imbalance is because the material weighs more than the virtue. Long-time imbalance will lead to disease. Disease grows in stagnation. Stagnation develops in obstruction. Obstruction harms good cells, muscles, and bones, and damages human body. Human disease looks like tangible, but the soul of the sick body is intangible. All things generate from yin. All things take shape in yang. Yin dominates the interior. Yang dominates the exterior. The exterior is the internal presentation, and the interior is the external quality. 3. Violation of the way of heaven, the way of earth, the ethics and the law of matter will lead to diseases. Man is created by heaven and nurtured by the earth. Man lives amongst men and deals with things and matters. Heaven has its way. The earth has its way. The mortal world has ethics. Things have their rules, and matters have their law. Man will be blessed by heaven if following the way of heaven, protected if following the way of earth, loved if observing the ethics, succeed if observing the rule of things, and be lucky if observing the law of things. Heaven and the earth are in one. Yin and yang are in one. All lives are in one. All things are in one. The universe is a holographic life network. Honor begets honor. Disgrace begets disgrace. Happiness begets happiness. Disease begets disease. All things relate and influence each other. 4. Selfishness, greed, and jealousy are the vanity of the body. Laziness, low competence, poverty, and the degeneration are the actual manifestations of it. Selfishness leads to greed. Greed leads to jealousy. Man has greedy heart and corrupted his behaviors. Man covets for food, drink, fun, pleasure, lust, wealth, power, and enjoyment. All greed in life will cause the imbalance of yin and yang. As the saying goes, big mouthfuls often choke. Disease enters by the mouth. Disease comes out from the heart. Disease grows in the body. Disease rots in the muscle. Disease ruins in the organs. Laziness leads to stupidity. Stupidity leads to foolishness. Foolishness leads to poverty. Poverty leads to depression. Depression leads to anxiety. Anxiety ties the knot. Knot leads to obstruction. Obstruction causes illness. Lazy to move, to think, to learn, to work will lead to lazy bones, lazy heart, and lazy spirit. Lazy to move causes indigestion, and lazy to work brings no harvest. Indigestion damages human organs. Poverty and abjection ruins man's ideals and ambitions. The rich get sick for excessive nutrients. The poor get sick for imbalance of yin and yang. Excessive nutrition harms the body. Imbalance of yin and yang harms the mind. 5. Disease lies in the body, but the root cause lies in the soul. Disease lies in the body with form and color, but the root cause is in the soul, formless and colorless. The formless generates the form. The form relies on the formless. Desperate remedy cures the form. Slow remedy heals the formless. First suppress the form, then root out the formless. The healing of the form can be quick. The curing of the formless can take long. Understanding the truth, you will be lucky and free from disasters and diseases, and your life will be like sweet honey. 2. How to treat physical diseases. 1. To treat a disease, first cure from the body, then find the root from the soul. See a doctor if you get sick, and follow the advice of the doctor. Go to the hospital for treatment and get the disease controlled. Be brave and fight the illness. Remove the pathogen and regain the health. 2. In the early stage of disease, medical treatment should come the first, and mental comfort the second. Curing is dynamic. Dynamic belongs to yang. Comforting is yin. Yin is static. Promote stillness with movement. Combine the static and dynamic, 30% for the former and 70% for the latter. Yin and yang interact to reach balance. 3. In the stable stage, medical treatment and spiritual healing should be in balance. Medical treatment and spiritual healing should be half by half. Apply the balanced treatment of yin and yang, and the form and the formless. 4. In the recovery stage, spiritual healing should come the first, and medical treatment the second. Yin should come the first by 70%, and yang the second by 30%. Promote yang and yin, and nourish yang with yin. Yin and yang enforce each other to reach the balance. 5. In the healthy stage, the best lifestyle is the balance of yin and yang. The right lifestyle can keep you away from illness and pain, worry and anxiety, resentment and hatred, and be healthy and long-lived. 3. How should human beings prevent diseases? 1. Our life should keep the balance of yin and yang, and keep the positive pole fed with food and the negative pole fed with virtue. Eat moderately and in variety. Eat half full and regularly. Eat both the coarse and refined food, and keep balanced in nutrition. 2. In human life, emotionally, we need more sunshine, less darkness, more warmth, less indifference, more blessing, less jealousy, more understanding, less bias, more compassion, less complaint, more love, less blame, more giving, less receiving, more sympathy, less resentment, more praise, less abuse, more happiness, less sorrow. 3. Conduct yourself in love. Love is the core of life. Love is the soul of the fate. Love is the blessing of destiny. Conduct yourself in kindness. Kindness is the relation of things. Kindness is the cause of things. Kindness is the effect of things. Conduct yourself in beauty. Man is born in beauty. Man grows in beauty. Man lives in beauty. Things preserve in beauty. Things are used in beauty. Things get strong in beauty. Virtue is obtained in beauty. Kindness, love, and beauty generate virtue. Virtue is a heavenly thing. It dominates all things in the universe and determines the luck, health, and blessings of all beings. With virtue, you shall enjoy being blessed. With virtue, your life shall not suffer. 4. We should reduce desires and increase virtue, and keep balance of material and spirit in life. We should follow the prescribed order and the rules of life. We should take what we need and give away more than what we need in life. We should help and understand each other. 5. We should make our daily life full of happiness, make the bordering years full of vitality, and make the limited life radiate infinite rays of light. Human life is like the matters of the universe. Each has its physiological structure. Each has its special appearance. Each has its character. Each has its destiny track. Each has its gains and losses. Each follows the way of nature. All things have their own way, and all things live their way. Heaven has its way. The earth has its way. The world has ethics. There is Dharmakakra in the form. There is Yin Yun in the formless. All things should follow the way of heaven, the way of earth, the ethics of the world, and the law in the form of the Yin Yun in the formless. Mankind is the head of all things. Mankind is the soul of all things. Mankind is the master of all things. Man is born in love. Man grows in self-love. Man prevails in mutual love. Man declines in universal love. Man dies in loving the others. Man comes and goes for love. Man lives and dies for love. Disease is the fault, deviation of life. Disease is malpractice and disorientation in life. Disease is the reverberation of cause and effect. If man understands the truth theory, his life will be spring all the time. To love is to have good consciousness. To be kind is to enjoy good luck. Everything has its cause and effect. Disease and misfortune are the result of self-conduct.